Morning, bud.
Morning, Mike.
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah.
No change with the COVID?
No.
Today, it's our coffee morning. I've got my cup of coffee, and we're going to talk about your favourite people.
Right. Okay.
But for that, we need a guest.
Oh. Well, I should have been doing a lecture on quantum physics.
Quantum physics?
But I realised I couldn't be in two places at the same time.
Very good. Very good. So I'm saying we need a guest. It's a very good
joke. Also,
yeah.
You know, if you took a humidifier,
right,
and a dehumidifier,
yeah,
in the same room,
yeah,
what would happen? Anyway, carry on.
But we're gonna bring in a guest. So I'm just gonna bring in a guest. You don't know who it is. Bit of a surprise. Here they come. Oh, this is exciting. Hello, Bob.
Hello.
Bob Gill, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I haven't seen you for a day.
No. What a difference a day makes, though.
I know.
But you didn't know he was going to be on this, did you?
No, that's true.
So today's topic.
I think I'm honoured. I'm not sure. Somebody's obviously cancelled at the last minute.
No, not at all.
Somebody big, Copperfield or somebody, is definitely cancelled.
Yeah.
And you were struggling.
Damn, you know our secrets. So today's topic, which is a big thing for both of you, is Roy Johnson, Ken Brooke. So let's start with Roy Johnson, because obviously he was your first contact at the Leicester Magic Circle, wasn't he?
Yeah, what happened was I went into my first meeting and I went straight to the library. An old boy called Billy Wilson was the librarian. I asked him what books should I have, and I have two. And he said, The Divernon Book of Magic.
Yeah.
And this one, the Roy Johnson Experience.
Ooh.
I said, what's that? And he said, well, Roy Johnson is right behind you. And I felt like I was in the presence of a celebrity.
Wow.
When in fact it was going to be the other way around.
Wow.
Did he? I mean, Bob obviously knows a lot more about Roy than I do, because unfortunately I was too young.
Yeah.
even though I'm old now. But I've got the book. Look.
That's him.
That's him there, and there's some good stuff in this book.
Roy was. And we were trying to think. I'm trying to think of who the equivalent now would be, because he was an amazing inventor. I mean, I think he published about 8 or 9 books in the end.
Yeah.
But he was lecturing all the time. He was the guy, wasn't he, Wayne? For what, 7 or 8 years?
Yeah.
How old were you when you met him?
16.
16, right?
16.
Wow. So I was 20. I was 21, 22.
47 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what, he was one of the judges or on the panel? Or?
Yeah, in the audition. He was on the panel. Even up until when he was still living, 10 years ago, wasn't it? I was still nervous when I showed him anything. He used to spook me.
I mean, he was a good performer as well. I mean, was it the windmill he did in the war?
He was at the windmill. He did quite a few gigs around, and he was always very, everything he did was very rehearsed and professional.
Mm.
Yeah.
He was like Ken Brooke in that he had a great way with handling props. He would take a prop,
Yeah.
and he just come up with a really smooth, very, very cool way to handle it.
Yeah.
Which just, he never fumbled anything.
No.
So, so how did you hook up with Roy?
Well, I read this book,
Yeah,
and then I got talking to him, and I became good friends. I ended up going around to his house every Tuesday night. Just get on my little moped, go over to his house in Oby. His wife Janet always made me a milky coffee.
she was lovely, wasn't she, Janet?
And hobnob biscuits, yeah. Yeah.
Janet was so sweet. All the magicians loved Janet.
Yeah.
Very hospitable, very kind.
Yeah.
She was a feeder, Mike. You'd go to the Johnsons' house. I had the joy of staying there several times, and she would feed you. She'd fuss around and just keep giving you stuff. They were a lovely family, actually, weren't they?
Yeah.
What did Roy do for a living at that time?
A plumber, or lecturing on plumbing.
Yeah, no, he was a plumber.
Yeah.
He was a pro, and then he was told he had to get a trade to fall back on.
Right.
Post-war years. So he got plumbing.
Yeah.
And then he became a lecturer at college, lecturing plumbers to get their qualifications and so on. And he was doing magic at night. He would do 4 or 5 gigs a week.
Yeah.
He had a residency somewhere in Leicester.
Yeah. Nebworth or something.
Yeah. And every Friday he did this residency stand-up, like a big parlor show.
Yeah.
And he'd try all his his new stuff. Yeah. So every week he was testing his material. He never put anything out that wasn't audience tested, you know.
Yeah.
So Wayne, the question I want to know is, so did he sort of like advise you when you went on Blue Peter?
Yeah, but I never had lessons.
Right.
From Roy, although he was giving lessons.
Yeah.
To a few people.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
I never believed in lessons because I thought they always became clones of that person. I didn't want to do that.
So you just had a free-for-all?
Yeah, it was just like...
like what we do?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. He advised me to go to Ken Brooke's.
Right.
In London, yeah.
Another one I missed. I missed seeing Ken Brooke.
Yeah, well, Roy was a huge help to Ken.
Yeah.
Because Ken Brooke. We could talk all night about Ken Brooke. He was just an amazing character. Both Wayne and I came under his spell. Really, he was great for both of us. But he always had a funny relationship with money. He was always broke. Not good with money, Ken. And his dealership was struggling.
Right.
And Roy helped him out by giving him some of his routines to market. And he was a bit like Wayne in that he would come up with a routine overnight. And he'd say to Ken, try this. And so there were a whole succession of things Roy's that Ken put out.
Yeah.
They sold well because Roy had a good name. And anyway, wasn't it one of your early sessions that you met the great Cooper man?
Yeah.
That was
not Russ Abbott.
No. I was sat in Ken Brooke's and the door opened this giant of a man walks in, and I saw it was Tommy Cooper.
Wow.
And there was only me and him in there. Ken was in the back. Cooper said to me, "How are you?" in that well-known voice. And I started laughing. He then sat down beside of me, reached in his pocket, pulled out this package wrapped in newspaper, and he undid the newspaper, took out a sandwich, and took a bite and said to me, "Do you want one?" I went, "No." And I couldn't stop laughing. And he said to me, "Don't know where my wife is. She's very late. Don't swear when she comes in." I went, "I won't swear." She said, "You can't swear. She's very religious. She's really religious. Don't swear." And I thought, what weird thing to say. I won't swear. He said, "You mustn't swear." I went, "I won't." He said, "Don't swear." About 5 minutes went by, and remember, when she comes in, don't swear. Just then the door opened, and his wife walked in. He stood up and he went, "Where the fuck have you been?" I always remember in Ken's, his partner, Frank Farrow.
Oh, Frank, yeah.
Yeah. And when Ken went out for coffee, Frank would have come out of the back and he'd give me their latest trick. He went, "Here, put this in your pocket, but don't tell Ken." And all that, so I put it in my pocket. And later in the day, Frank would go out and Ken would come up and give me the same trick and go, "Here, put this in your pocket, but don't tell Frank." So I used to go on with two of the same trick, and I'd sell one.
Well, at the Leicester Magic Circle, no doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well done. Yeah, see, that's the
Ken,
beginnings of a dealer.
Frank Farrow was a very gentle, kind man. He was a tailor, just like Ken.
Yeah.
Ken was a tailor by trade.
Right.
And Frank owned a tailor shop and he was quite well off, but he was always immaculate. He always had a three-piece suit on whenever you saw him. Ken would have, what did Ken look like? Remember?
My granddad.
Yeah. This horrible cardigan with holes in it.
And his trousers were too short.
Yeah.
Having a row with his ankles.
They'd never met in iron.
No.
No.
So thank you once again for joining us for Wayne and Mike's Coffee Morning, and to our special guest Bob Gill. Thank you, Bob, for giving us some stories about Wayne's past and his
pleasure.
His friends. Join us again next week where we will have another Wayne and Mike's Coffee Morning. But for now, everybody say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Yay.
Bye.